What's the word, ladies and gentlemen? This is Andrew, and today I want to talk about some of my dream changes to the mercs currently in Dirty Bomb. And I guess I should extend this to like some augments and some loadouts changes that I would like to see. These are just things that if I was splash damage, I would implement into the game so that the mercs would feel a bit more balanced. Please remember, guys, this is my opinion, and yeah, let's just actually get some conversation started. So go ahead and let me know in the comments what you guys would like to see changed in Dirty Bomb. Doesn't have to be just the mercs, it could be anything really. But yeah, let's start off with, let's see, Artie, right? Artie, alphabetical. Artie, I think his weapons are pretty okay. I don't think his ability is the best though. I think his artillery strike definitely needs some work. I heard they will give us some sort of indoor viability in an upcoming patch, but I'm not sure if that is the right way of going about it. First off, if it was up to me, I would increase the AoE of the strike and make it a little bit faster to call in. Right now it's incredibly easy to dodge because it's got that really loud audio notifier, it's got that long ass call-in time, and it's got a relatively tiny AoE. If it wasn't for the short cooldown, I would say this ability is pretty useless, but luckily you can spam it, sort of. You get 2 charges, and the charges are pretty quick. Another thing about the artillery strike is that it seems to be very finicky to use. For example, it will actually cancel if you start getting hit with bullets. I think they should allow it to target even if Artie's getting hit. It will make it a little bit easier to use. It also, it's got this weird thing where it'll kind of jump over the EV sometimes. It wouldn't line up directly with it. I don't know. It's very weird and finicky to use. I don't even know how to exactly change at this point. It's just splash damage. Make Artie's ability easier to use. Thanks. But yeah, for Aura, I would like to see her loadouts get improved. And I guess this is a sort of a common theme across a bunch of the different mercs. Right now, I think most of the mercs don't have a good loadout spread. I mean, sure, you have like 1 or 2 good loadouts. Most of the loadouts aren't that great. I think the merc with the best loadout sample, or pool rather, is Phoenix. They did a great job with that. So for Aura, I would like to see at least 1 support ability per loadout. For example, the R81 Superb Close Assault. You know, maybe slap on Get Up instead of Quick Eye or Chopper, in my opinion. Now for Fletcher, they should also rework the loadouts. I think instead of Lock On, which doesn't even work, it's literally useless. It doesn't even do anything. They should replace it with something like Explodedendron, Bigger Blast, or if that's too powerful, you know, that's a little too much, then maybe give like some sort of neutral augment like Looter or I don't know. I can't think of one, but just something neutral. You know, it doesn't have to be, you know, it doesn't have to be something crazy like Explodedendron, but come on, Lock On, really? I honestly don't even know how they would fix that. It's sort of, by definition, wouldn't work. It only works on automated defenses. And as anyone who has played Fletcher, his binds only detonate when you click the clicker. Alrighty, so next up for Phantom, I want to see his ability, his invisibility, the visibility of his the visibility of his invisibility ability. Wow, I hope that gets reduced as far as the visibility goes. Now I can't stop saying that. But you guys know what I mean, right? Like, it was really hard to see him upon initial release. Almost OP. I would kind of like to get reduced towards that direction a bit more, because he's supposed to be more of like a stealthy character. I think his shield should get halved in total HP, so he can still tank something, but it's not that tanky. I also think he should get a utility ability. Oh god, I can't escape the abilities. Oh god, how am I gonna finish this video? I want him to get some sort of utility to make him a bit more viable in team play. For example, maybe give him some sort of sabotage type ability where he can temporarily take control of the automated defenses, sort of like an engineer counter. I think that'd be great. Also, the next thing I want to mention is I think they should give his loadouts, or at least more of his loadouts, the katana. It's so weird that, you know, he's Phantom, he's got the badass katana, you know, they've been marketing him that way since the E3 trailer, and even the pictures on the loadouts, it's like, oh, we got a katana, but like half of them have freaking knives. This is so weird how they gave so few of his loadouts with his signature weapon. So next up is Proxy, and I honestly wish they would remove Pineapple Juggler, and not just for Proxy, but really for any merc with Pineapple Juggler. It's sort of a useless perk at the moment, unless they can somehow be really creative and make it work somehow, like if you can toss back airstrikes. I would imagine that may be a little too powerful, but I don't know. Like, right now it's sort of useless. Do something with Pineapple Juggler. Fix it, replace it with another perk, something. That'd be fantastic, guys. Next up is Red Eye, and for Red Eye, I think they should reduce the visual kick on the Grandeur SR. It's a little difficult to use at the moment. I mean, I enjoy using it, but more of like a troll weapon. And also make more of his loadouts more viable. Maybe reintroducing the Undercover Augment. For those who don't know, back in closed beta, I believe the Undercover Augment increases smoke duration, so I think by putting the perk back in, you can help buff Red Eye somewhat by helping him level out his loadout cards and making his smoke somewhat stronger. So you're kind of doing 2 birds with 1 stone right there. Speaking of smoke, they should really make it a bit thicker. I feel like enemies can see me pretty easily through it, but that's just me. Finally, for Skyhammer, you know, Skyhammer only gets really one good loadout, which is the M92 Elite Rifleman. I mean, sure, some of the other loadouts aren't that bad depending on your playstyle. For example, if you want to be more of a supporty Skyhammer, you could go the B61 Collaborative Rifleman, but then you have loadouts like the T92 Elite Rifleman, which is pretty ew. I mean, it's got a Pineapple Juggler, which needs to be reworked and removed, and it's also got a Timic. And, you know, like, I know a lot of people love the Timic, but it seriously needs some love. Right now, the current version of Dirty Bomb, the M41 is so much better than Timic, at least in my opinion. I know the recent patches are trying to make the Timic more accurate like the M41, but honestly, I think instead of trying to balance the Timic to become more like another gun, they should definitely play on the Timic's strength, which is slightly higher DPS. Right now, I believe the difference between 2 guns is about 3 DPS more than Timic. I think they should bump that up to 6 to 8 extra DPS, and then have the Timic be that harder hitting but more difficult to control weapon of the 2. Anyways, guys, that's just sort of a quick sample of things I would like to see in the game regarding mercs, augments, and loadouts. Obviously, it's not everything that I want to see, but if I seriously went through everything I would want, it would take like an hour long. But yeah, let me know what you guys would like to see in Dirty Bomb, any sort of changes you would like to see as far as the mercs go, or anything like that. So yeah, until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next episode.